Okay, so today in today's lecture, we will basically dealing with complements and sign number. Okay, so in the previous two lectures, you have seen the number system conversion from one base to another base. Okay, from any base to any base. Okay, so first we will talk about what is complement, and then we will see what's the like necessity of studying this topic, complement one, and what is sign number, and how complement thing is useful for us to know this sign number. Okay, or why, in what manner this complement is helping to create a sign number representation. Okay, so we will see all those things. So before that, we will start with a complement one. So complement are basically of two types. Okay, one is R's complement. Okay, suppose you have m digit number, okay, with a base n. So one thing is, like, you can calculate R complement, R's complement, and second type of complement is R minus one complement. Okay, so like for R's complement, if you are having m digit number with base n, so the formula is R to power m minus n. Okay, with example you will get to know this thing clearly. Okay, this is the theoretical part. So whenever you are calculating R's complement, this is R's means, wait, green pen, this R's complement. Okay, so whenever you are calculating R's complement, your formula will become R to power m minus 1, this formula. Okay, and where m is your m digit number and your base is R. Okay, and your number is n. And the second thing is, whenever you are calculating this thing R minus 1 complement, you need to subtract minus 1 from this, and this will become R minus 1 minus n. Okay, so this is the formula where m is the m digit number. Okay, means the number of digit in that number, n is that number. Okay, and R is the base of that number. Okay, you in your like 11th or 12th class, you heard about two's complement and one's complement. Okay, so whenever you are dealing with binary number, okay, because your base is 2 and this is your base. Okay, so that one thing you can calculate two's complement, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So another thing you can calculate one's complement. Okay, so in the similar manner, we can do this complement portion for any base. If you are having base of R, you can write R's complement and R minus 1 complement. If you are having base of 10, you can write 10's complement and 9's complement, because 10 minus 1 is 9. If you are having base of 8, you can write 8's complement or 7 complement. Okay, so if you are having base of 2, you can write 2's complement or 2 minus 1, which is 1 complement. Okay, so in this way, you can calculate complement with this formula. So first we will take one example of decimal number system. Okay, we will start with a decimal number system whenever we are starting any new topic. Okay, so I am taking one example that we need to calculate tens complement. In this case, our R value of R is 10 because our base is 10, and we need to calculate tens complement. Indirectly, we are calculating R's complement. Okay, this handwriting problem is there because I am writing with digital pen. Okay, this handwriting is not exactly not similar with my writing. Okay, so indirectly in this question, your value of R is 10. So you are calculating R's complement, means 10's complement. So the formula for R's complement is R to power m minus n. Okay. So in the first one, this is R to power m minus n. So basically what you need to calculate, you need to calculate 10 to power m. M means how many digits are there? There are 4 digits, so 10 to power 4 minus this number, which is 2657. Okay, when you calculate it, it will become 7343. Okay, most of you have given answers. Saurabh, Satyam, and Charmi Mehta, correct answer 7343. Okay, so this is the way by which you can calculate R's complement. Okay, in this case, R's complement is tens complement. Another thing is R minus 1 complement. The same example, same number 2657. If you want to calculate R minus 1 complement, okay, in this case, R minus 1's complement is 9's complement. 9's complement because this is 10 minus 1 as complement. Okay, and your value of R is 10. Okay, so in the previous case, you are calculating R's complement. Here you are calculating R minus 1's complement. That we call it as 9's complement. Okay, so the formula for 9's complement, R minus 1 complement is R to the power m minus 1 minus n. So the basic thing, basically in the previous example, you have calculated R to the power m minus n, and what you need to do, you need to subtract one more from that answer. Okay, so previously you are getting 7343. In this case, your answer is, your answer will be 7342. Okay, is that clear? Saurabh Kumar Singh, I don't know where you went wrong. If you can explain how you have calculated this answer, I can correct you. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so these are the ways by which you can calculate R's complement or R minus 1 complement. Okay, so after dealing with decimal number system, we will go with some examples where we need to calculate 2's complement and 1's complement. Mostly in most of the cases, you need to calculate 2's complement and 1's complement. So we will take one example where we need to calculate 2's complement. Okay, 2's complement means for this question we are calculating R's complement. Okay, so for this question the value of R, wait, I will change the pen color. For this question we are taking the value of R is equal to 2. That's why it is whenever we are writing 2's complement, it's basically an R's complement. Okay, so we will go with a simple similar formula. Okay, R to the power m minus n, that is the formula for calculating R's complement. The value of R is 2 to the power 6 minus the number is 101101. Okay, if we calculate 2 to the power 6 in binary, basically, so it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After 6 0, you need to place 1. Okay, this is the binary form of 2 to the power 6. Okay, this is the binary form of 2 to the power 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so after writing this, what you need to do, you need to subtract 101101 from this, and when you subtract this, you will get 0 minus 1, and 1 will be a here. This is 1, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, and this is 0. Okay, so you are getting this number, and this number is the 2's complement of this number. Is that clear? If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. Or if you are having any doubt, you can unmute yourself. Okay, one question is there. What is the use of complement? Complement. Okay, first understand what is complement. Then we will see the application of complement. Okay, in the next section. Because verbally, if I tell you all the application or use of complement, na, you can't be able to understand. Okay, I need to prove each and everything, and I need to take some examples so that you can realize, okay, this is the application of two's complement. Okay. So this is the two's complement. So in the in like next 15-20 minutes, we will calculate complement on it. Okay. Then we will see the application of these complements. Okay. So in this example, what we need to do, we need to calculate one's complement of the same example. Whatever example we have taken now in the last. So previously, what is the formula for one's complement or r minus one's complement? That is r to or m minus one minus n. Or if you have already calculated two's complement, which is this, okay, r's complement. For r minus one complement, you need to subtract one from the r's complement. So you will get r minus one complement. So in the previous case, you are getting answer as 0.0110011. What you need to do, you need to subtract 1 from this answer, and your answer will become 0.10010. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Okay, is this clear? If it is clear, find the ones complement of this one. The concept behind solving this question is no need to worry about this decimal value. Treat this number without decimal value and find out the ones complement, then place this decimal at this corresponding location. Okay, Satyam Kumar, correct answer. Okay, solve it and write your answer in the chat box. Okay, so most of you are very correct. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to calculate first 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 to the power 7, and then subtract this number 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, and then minus 1. And after doing all this thing, means after writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and writing 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and whatever result, okay, you will get result 0, 0, not 0, 0. Okay, you will get result like 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Then again you need to subtract 1, and finally you will get 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay, then substitute this decimal value at its corresponding location. This is this, so your final answer will come 0, 1, 1, 0 dot 1, 0, 0. Okay, based, or you can write the same thing as 110.1 base 2 or 0110.10 base 2. Okay, because I can remove, I can keep these 0. Okay, is that clear? So the whatever method I am teaching you till now is the conventional method, and this is the basic theory behind calculation of all the r's complement or r minus 1 complement. Okay, so what we do for two's complement and one's complement, I will go through all the examples again, and I will tell you what's the shortcut you can apply for converting any binary number into its two's complement or one's complement form. Okay, is there any doubt in conventional method? Whatever method I told you with the help of formula. If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. If it is not clear, if you are having any doubt, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay, so till now, very good. Okay, so till now it's like whatever we are using is a conventional method. Okay, now I will tell you the way by which you will calculate two's complement or one's complement. Okay, so simply I'm going to one's complement first. Suppose this is the example. Okay, and you want to calculate one's complement for this number. So what you need to do, you need to just reverse all the numbers 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. Okay, if you do this reversing, in this case, it will become 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0 base 2, and you can see that these two numbers are identical. Okay, so for calculating one's complement, what you need to do, you need to reverse that one. Okay, is that clear? If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. Okay. Okay, another thing, shortcut for two's complement. One minor shortcut is after calculation of this one's complement, add 1 and write two's complement. Okay. Another shortcut is if you want to directly calculate two's complement, okay, like for this example, start from your right side. Okay, start from your right side, and uh, whenever you reach your first one, okay, copy all the numbers as it is till your first one, till the reaching point of your first one. After reaching first one, reverse all the other numbers. Like in this case, like your example is 101101. Okay, you need to directly convert it into complement. Okay, so you will start from your right. Okay, this is the first one you are getting. So till your first one, you need to write all the numbers. Before this, there is no number. If it is there, zeros are there, you need to write all zeros also. Okay. After reaching your first one, invert all the other number. Like in place of 0, I need to write 1. In place of 1, I need to write 0. In place of 0, I need to write 1. In place of 1, I write 0. And this is my two's complement. Okay. For better understanding, I will go for this one. Okay, so the same thing you need to do for this number also. So what you, okay, this is one's complement. Where is two's complement? Okay, for this number also. Like whenever you want to calculate two's complement, start from your right. Okay. This is your first one you are reaching. You need to write this one as it is. This is this one. Okay, your first one from the right. Okay, then after reaching this point, you need to convert all the other numbers. Like in place of 0, you need to write 1. In place of 1, you need to write 0. So when you replace it, it will become this. Okay, so this is the two's complement you are calculating in a single step. Okay, in any problem, if you want to calculate two's complement, you just follow this step. If you want to calculate one's complement, suppose this is the example and you want to calculate one's complement, just reverse all the numbers. Like reverse, in place of 0, you need to write 1. In place of 1, you need to write 0. So for this example, it's 0.110. Case 2, it's one's complement. Okay, and you can match this and this answer, or this and this answers are same. Okay, 100, 100, 011. Okay, is that clear? If it is clear, method for calculating of one's complement and two's complement, if it is clear, write yes in the chat box. Okay then. Okay, so now we will deal with subtraction process. Okay, we need to subtract one number from another number. Okay, basically these complements. Okay, first I need to. I think after finishing of this whole topic now, you don't have these types of questions like where we can apply, what we need to do with this complement, why we are studying these complements. Okay, so the first application is subtraction of two numbers. Okay, this is also a minor application. Okay. So whenever you want to subtract any two numbers, like in this case, whenever if you want to subtract a minus b, okay, so a minus b you can perform by this two's complement and one's complement with the help of this two's complement and one's complement help. So first we will see how we are performing this a minus b using two's complement. Okay, so suppose if you want to solve this a minus b using two's complement, what you will do, you will write this b in two's complement form. Okay, and add, if you write this b in two's complement form and add as it is with a, you will get this expression a plus two's complement of b is r2 or n minus b. Okay, which is indirectly a minus b plus r2 or n. Okay, so this is the standard way by which we can calculate subtraction of two numbers in a coding. So what we do for coding anything, okay, coding means VHDL languages, which are under. If we want to write something after which we want that subtraction of two numbers will be the result, and those numbers are there in binary form. So we need to identify the steps. Okay, what are the steps by which these numbers will be processed? Okay, so there are many ways of subtracting one number from another number. I am just telling you the first way. This is the first way in which you can subtract one number to another binary number. This is for binary number. Okay, by taking the two's complement of the second or r's complement of the second one. So one example we will take. In this example, we will take two examples. First example when a is greater than b. Second example when a is less than b, because we are dealing with the subtraction. Okay, all the cases we will take. So we will take this case first. So we have taken two examples. The value of a is 11100 and the value of b is 1010. So by seeing these numbers, you can say that okay, this is larger, a is larger than b. Okay, so we will see what is happening in this. Okay, so if b is larger, a is larger than b. Okay, we will follow the same thing. Okay, so we will check whether it is this method, what method we need to implement, and then we will see when a is less than b, what method we need to implement when it is my question is lying in this case. Okay, and then we will compile all the things and then we will compile all the things and we will conclude some points that okay, if this is the case or something is happening in our process when we need to do all these things, and if this is the case and something is happening in the process, we need to do all these things. Okay, So, in general, whenever we need to subtract a minus b, what we do, we will take a as it is and we will take 2's complement of b and we will add them together. Okay, so what we are doing the same thing here. We are taking a as it is 1100 and we are taking the 2's complement of b. So in shortcut, 2's complement of b is from right side to left side we will go. This is 0, this is our first one. After first one, we will replace all the 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. So it is 1 and 0. So this is the 2's complement. So we will write this 2's complement 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, so this is the 2's complement directly. After writing A as it is and B as a 2's complement, we will add them. So 0 plus 0 is 0. Okay, 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 0. Okay, and 1 is carry. This 1 plus 1 is again 1 0. And that 0 plus 0 is again 0 and 1 is carry. So this carry is there. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 0 and carry is 1. I think this I have already told in my first class. Is there any doubt in this one? Why 1 plus 1 is 0? Okay, I will tell you again. So in binary number system, basically you have two numbers, 0 and 1. Okay. So suppose you want to add 1 in 1. So this one is this one. Okay. And you want to add one more 1. So by adding one more 1, you are reaching at this point. Okay. So since you are reaching at this point, your answer is 0. But you have taken one turnover or one round trip. That's why your carry is 1. What we are doing in our first class. Okay. This is the same thing we have done in our first class. Like, okay, wait. In the first class, I told you about addition, like you of decimal number system 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is your decimal number system. If you want to add 5 plus 7, how you are adding 5 plus 7? If you are reaching at 5, okay, this 5, then you are adding 7. Then you are taking 7 steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, your final destination is at 2. So you are writing 2. Okay, and since you have taken one round trip, okay, that's why 1 is acting as a carry and your total answer is 1 2. Okay, this is what happening. Suppose I don't have any space for allocation of this one. Okay, so I will omit this one. Okay, because this is the carry and this is my landing location. Okay, if I have enough space to accommodate all the numbers, I will accommodate all the numbers. Okay, so my answer will be 12. So in this case, the same thing is happening. And in decimal number system, what is happening? Whenever you are, I'm taking the example of decimal number. Suppose you are 57 plus 56. If you want to add. Okay, so in decimal number system, what you are doing? You are adding 6 plus 7. That is 13. So you are just writing 3. Okay. If you add 6 plus 7, you will reach to this 3 as your final destination. 1 is your carry, and this carry is at this point. Again, you are adding 5 plus 1 plus 5. Okay. After adding all those things, you are getting 11. So 1 is there, and 1 is this carry. Since there is no number, this carry will be as it is. Okay. So these are the things you are following in the decimal number system, and the same thing we will follow in this binary number system also. Okay, so this 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1. Okay, I can prove this point from here also. 0, you are adding nothing, so your final destination is 0. Okay, that's why it is 0. 0 plus 1, 0, and you are adding one step. So your final destination is 1, but you haven't taken any round trip. So your answer is 1. 1 plus 1. Your initial destination is 1, and you are after taking one step, you are landing at 0. That's why your this value is 0, and since you have taken one round trip, this value is 1. Okay. if you are adding, again you are adding 1 plus 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1 means 0 is your answer and 1 is your carry. So this is your carry, and this 0 you are adding with this 0, you are landing with a number that is 0. And this carry as it is, you are writing here. Is that clear? Summation is clear? If it is clear, now write yes in the chat box. If you want some more clarification, you can ask by unmuting us. Okay, okay, so good. So after doing this thing, what I need to do, I need to subtract this r to power n. Okay, r to power n is basically 1000 for my 4-bit number. Okay, so after subtracting this one, I'm landing at this answer. Okay, so in this way, I can calculate my answer. Okay, if I am converting this number, what is the decimal number of this one? That is 12. Okay, what is the decimal number of this one? That is 2, 4, 8, 8, 9, 10. That is 10. Okay, whenever I am subtracting 12 minus 10 in decimal, 12 minus 10 in decimal, I am landing with 2, that is in decimal. So if you convert this number in decimal, you will see this is a 2 of decimal number system. Okay, so is that clear? This one is clear. So till this point we have discussed only this case. Okay. The next thing is we will discuss this case. Okay. So we will reverse the case. So suppose I'm taking A as 1010 and B I'm taking 110. Okay. So this one is like I am taking A as 10 base 10 and B I am taking 12 base 10. Okay. So in this case, we will do the same thing. We will write A as it is and we will write B 2's complement of B. Okay. And we will take 2's complement. So we will write A as it is 1010 and we will take 2's complement of B again with the shortcut. This is the number B. Go from right to left side. Okay. Reach till you get your first location of 1. Okay, and write all the numbers till your first location of 1. So I'm writing all the numbers till first one, and after my first one I am reversing all the numbers. So this is the 2's complement of this one. Okay, so 0 1 0 0 is the 2's complement. Just add them. Okay, so 0 again, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0 is 0. Okay, no carry. 1 plus 0 is 1, no carry. 0 plus 1 is 1, no carry. 1 plus 0 is 1, no carry. Okay, so your final summation, by adding these things you are getting this one. Okay, but if you convert this number into decimal, okay, you will end up with 8 plus 4 plus 2, that is 14 base 10. And you know that 10 minus the 10 base 10 minus 12 is not equal to 14. So what we will do? We will do the 2's complement of answer. Okay. So my answer is 110. So again, if I do the 2's complement, my answer will become this. Okay. So this is my answer. But in this case, whenever I am taking 2's complement again, it will become minus 2. Okay. So these things will get clear why I'm taking 2's complement in signed number system. Okay. But the thing is, after solving these two problems, we can calculate if you want to program, if you want to write some lines as a programming for subtraction of two binary numbers, what you can write, you need to take one number A you don't know whether it is larger or smaller, you need to take another number b. Okay, you need to take two number a and b in binary form. Okay, and if you don't know which one is larger and smaller, what you need to do, you need to take as it is. Okay, you need to convert b into 2's complement, and you need to take 2's complement of b. You need to add a with the 2's complement of b. Okay, hence if your answer is overflowing means, suppose you have taken 4 bit of a, 4 bit of b, and you are ending with 5 bit of your answer. Okay, so in that case, what you need to do, you need to discard that fifth bit. Okay, and whatever the remaining bits are there, that is your answer. And if you are not getting any overflow, then what you need to do, if you are taking a and 2's complement of b, and if you are adding, suppose this one is 4 bit, 4 bit, and you are ending with 4 bit, so what you need to do, you need to take 2's complement of your addition, and whatever to addition, 2's complement of addition is there, that is your answer, but with a negative sign. Okay, these are the two things we can say without knowing whether A is greater than B or B is greater than A, but after solving these two problems. Okay, so in the first case, your answer is, after discarding that extra carry, your answer is this. Okay, in positive number. And in the second case, when there is no overflow, after taking the 2's complement, when you are converting this into decimal number system, this number is there, but negative sign is there. Okay. So this method is purely with 2's complement method. Okay. आधा घंटा ठीक है Is that clear till now? If it is clear, say yes in the chat box. Okay. Okay, how many of you have gone through this subtraction method using 2's complement and 1's complement in their 11th and 12th class or BTech or during the preparation of IT JEE? If you have already gone through these topics, say I in the chat box, so that accordingly I need to put effort. If you all are very new, then I need to explain all the things with the scratch. Okay, most of you. Okay, and how many of you like are going with this topic like with the very first time? They haven't gone through this type of 2's complement subtraction, 1's complement subtraction. Okay, if you are doing this as a first time, write n as your letter and send it. Okay, okay, so like population is 50%. Okay, so those who are listening all those things first time, very first time, is this clear to them? Because my major concern is with those students who are listening these topics for the first time, like they haven't gone through these number system, binary number, subtraction, complement in their earlier classes of uh, 11th, 12th, or some something somewhere. Are these things clear with you? If it is clear with you, write yes in the chat box. Okay. Okay then. Okay, so the method which we have discussed, this method, this is basically two's complement subtraction method. Okay. Another method by which also we can do the coding is one's complement subtraction method. So basically the difference between the two's complement and one's complement subtraction method is somewhat the difference of one between twos and ones. Okay. So for one's complement subtraction method, what we are doing, we are taking as a as it is. If we want to subtract a minus b, we are taking a as it is. We are taking um, one's complement of b, and we are writing that number. And after writing it, we are adding those numbers, and we are achieving some result. And on the basis of this result, whether it is overflow is there or not, we are judging what we need to do next. Okay, so we are taking the same example for one's complement method also. Like a is this one, b is this one. Okay, the first example where a is greater than b. Okay, after concluding all the things, we don't know whether a is greater than b or not. Okay, we are just writing few steps, that these are the steps you need to follow. Okay, so since it is a very small number, you got to know that okay, a is greater than b. Okay, because you can interpret the same number in decimal number system. Okay, if it is a very large number of 40 digit, you can't be able to interpret the decimal equivalent of 40 bit long number. Okay, so you need to follow some steps. Okay, where you don't know that a is greater than b, equal to, or less than. So so first we are taking one case where we have taken a as this, b as this, and by conversion of this into decimal number system, we got to know that okay, a is greater than b, so we are taking the case of a is greater than b. Okay, so we are taking a as it is, and we are taking one's complement of b. For one's complement of b, I already told you, like you need to replace 0 by 1 and 1 by 0. So 0 1 0 1 is the one's complement of this number. After writing a as it is and one's complement of b, you need to add these two numbers. So 0 plus 1 is 1, no carry. 0 plus 0 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 0 with a carry of 1. Okay. Again 1 plus 1 is 0 with a carry of 1, and this carry is there at this location. So you can see that I am adding 4 number, but I am getting 5 number, means there is an overflow. Okay. So if like for this one's complement method, whenever you are getting any overflow, what you need to do, you need to add this overflow, means add that one in that answer, and after adding, you will end up with this value 0010. Okay, and if you convert this in decimal also, when you check, this is the correct answer after conversion is into a decimal value. Okay, so means if I take the second case where we reverse the number, okay, like a is less than b. If I do the same thing, like I will take b minus a. Okay, I will take b minus a. So I am writing b as it is and one's complement of a. Okay, when I add up, I will land with the 4 digits. Okay, so these 4 digits, after landing up with the 4 digit, in the previous case, what we are doing, we are taking the 2's complement. In this case, we need to take 1's complement of this number. Okay, so after taking 1's complement of this number, you will end with this number, and whenever there is no overflow, means your answer will be in the negative sign. Okay, and you need to take the 1's complement of the resultant addition, and that is your answer. Okay, so in this way you can say that if I have two numbers a and b. Okay, I if I don't know whether a is greater than b or b is greater than a, what I will do, if I need to do a minus b, I will take a as it is, I will take one's complement of b. Okay, I will add them. If overflow is there, okay, what you need to do, you need to add overflow with this uh, remaining numbers, and whatever the additions you will get after adding overflow, that is your answer, the positive sign. Okay, if in second case, if I'm adding a, if I'm writing a as it is, and one's complement of b I'm writing and adding it, if I'm getting a number with no overflow, okay, I need to take one's complement of that number, and whatever the one's complement is there, that is your answer with negative sign. Okay, so these are the two things while coding, yeah, and programming, yeah, in the form of programming. Whenever you code in the form of programming for subtraction, you need to take care. You can code in the form of one's complement also. You can code in the form of two's complement also. Okay, for two's complement, you need to take care about two's complement steps, whatever steps you have analyzed now. And for one's complement, you need to take care of one's complement. Okay. So these are two methods of subtraction. Now, okay, is that clear till now? If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. Okay, good. So now we will move to our next very important topic, that is signed binary number. And after like completion of this topic, signed binary number, you will get to know why these two's complement, one's complement, why you are studying these two's complement, one's complement numbers. Okay. So one thing, like these signed binary number, when actually the thing is, you know all the represent. Like if I say any number, okay, if I say any number, you can represent that number in a binary. If I say any decimal number, you can represent that number in binary form, okay, with positive sign. If it is in positive sign, okay, you can represent that number with its corresponding binary number. But if I say any number, you can't be able to represent that number till now in negative numbers. Okay. So for representing any negative number in the form of binary number system, the first thing is like for not the first thing, the first method is signed magnitude method. Okay. In this signed magnitude method or signed magnitude form or signed magnitude representation, the thing is, two things are there. First is sign and another thing is magnitude. Okay. This sign I am representing with one bit. Okay. For positive sign, I am taking 0. For negative sign, I am taking 1. And this rest magnitude we are representing with its corresponding value. Okay. Its corresponding value. For an example, if you want to convert 24 plus 24, okay, into its binary form, so what you will do, you will change this 24. So after changing this 24 into binary, you will end up with 11000. For indication of this plus sign, you can add extra 0. Okay, whenever you are writing your number in this form, you need to write it in a sentence that I am writing in sign, sorry, it is sign magnitude form. Is that clear? You need to indicate that, okay, you are not representing with an ordinary binary value, you are representing any number in a signed magnitude form or signed magnitude representation or signed magnitude way or something. Okay. So for sign magnitude, if this first bit is 0, means you are talking about positive numbers. If I change this first bit to 1, means same 24 you are talking about, but this one is representing that you are talking about this negative number. Okay, because you have clearly indicated that I am talking in signed magnitude representation. Okay, is this signed magnitude representation clear? This is the very simple and easiest representation of any signed number. But this number system having a lot of flaws, we will go through all those flaws as well. Okay, so first it is clear that what is signed number, signed magnitude representation of any number. If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. Okay. So if it is clear, we will go with the another other forms. So other forms are where you can represent your number are ones complement representation and two's complement representation. Okay. So basically we can represent by sign magnitude representation. We can represent by this method also. We can represent it by ones complement method representation also. We can represent this by two's complement representation also. Okay, these are the three ways by which you can represent uh, any signed decimal number system into its equivalent binary number. Okay, so we will see first the basic how we are representing these numbers. Okay, so sign magnitude we have already gone through. We will go through this ones complement representation. So this ones complement. Suppose if okay, whenever we are writing any positive number, okay, whether it is ones complement or two's complement, okay, it is or signs complement, it is same. Okay, so whenever you are writing plus 24 means no need to worry about anything because you are dealing with a positive number. Just write the binary equivalent of 24 and insert 10 in front of it. Okay, in all the three system, if it is plus number, they are common. Okay, common answer will be there. But your answer will differ in the case of negative numbers. Okay. Suppose if you want to convert minus 24 in one's complement representation of sign number, then what you need to do, you need to write 24. Your 24 is 11000. Okay, and you need to take the ones complement of this number. Okay, so when you take ones complement of this number, you will end up with this. And after taking ones complement for this negative sign, you can add 1. Okay, this is the one way. Another way is write positive 24. Okay, so positive 24 is, this is your positive 24. Then take the ones complement of this positive 24. So after taking ones complement of this 24 plus 24, you will end up with this. So this is your minus 24. Okay, so this is what happening in ones complement representation of signed number. So this are these first point and second point are clear to you? If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. Or if you are having any question, you can ask by unmuting yourself. And listen all those things very carefully because I'm going very deeper into this sign magnitude signed representation. Okay, so be attentive and listen all those things. Okay, no need to pick any pen, paper, or anything. You just need to listen with a very attentive mind. Okay, so the next thing is third point where we are representing any number, any negative number in the form of two's complement representation. Okay, two's complement representation. So what we need to do, you need to write I need some extra space. More. Okay, so for this third representation, that is 2's complement representation, you want minus 24. So first write plus 24, that is 0 1 1 0 0 0 0 0, and take 2's complement of this number. The 2's complement of this number is 0 0 0. You need to go from right to left till your first location of 1. After that, change everything. So it is 0 1. Okay. So this is your 2's complement representation. In 2's complement representation, this is minus 24. Okay. So this is the way by which you are changing. You are representing in a binary number system of you are dealing with if you are dealing with a negative number of decimal number system, you can convert it in a binary number system. But before conversion, you need to clearly mention, or you need to understand in what way you are conversion, whether you are following sign magnitude conversion, or you are following one's complement conversion, or you are following two's complement conversion. Mostly, not mostly, in today's scenario, two's complement method is the most is the most successful and followed one in practical life. Okay, these two methods are not followed by practical life. I will explain these things. Okay, so first we will see, before going into explanation, why it is there in today's scenario, two's complement method for representation of any negative number.
फाइव सर्विस पे देंगे
क्वेश्चन समझ में नहीं आया मुझे, किसका आवाज था? फिर से पूछ सकता है? Okay, it's okay. So before going into like why we are using two's complement only in today's scenario for communication, for designing all the things like designing of calculator, designing of your RAM, ROM, or any circuit which can operate, which can perform mathematical operation. Okay, because for every mathematical operation, if you are dealing with the negative numbers, you need to design your circuitry in a way that it can handle negative numbers. Okay, and you need to separate those numbers, because if you are taking that proper, suppose I am giving 1101. Okay, and that number is reserved for positive number also and negative number also, your machine will get confused that what number you want to tell, what number you are giving, either positive or negative, and what are the outputs you you are required. Okay, so for like better clarification, like for better understanding, what we are doing is we are dividing our number system, whole number system in the binary representation, in the two parts. Okay, like one part is there for positive numbers, one part is there for the negative numbers. Okay, that is very similar to decimal number systems. Okay, decimal number system, with our convenient, we have defined all the numbers 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and we are taking minus sign in front of all those numbers, and we are saying it minus 1 minus 2 minus 3 minus 4 minus 5 minus 6 in this way. Okay, that number we can understand, but if I want to talk in the term of bit, if I want to justify all the numbers with some data, with in the form of bit, I need to give a proper symbol, either 0 or 1, or I need to classify all the numbers in such a way so that I or machine can easily identify which number is positive and which number is negative. Okay, so the first thing is, like, before skipping, I'm skipping this thing, I'm just explaining how your machine is identifying that which number is positive and which number is negative. Okay, great. Okay, so now what we are going to see how we are classifying our numbers in all the binary numbers in a way so that we can identify whether it is a positive number or a negative number. So suppose I am taking an example of 4-bit representation. I am having only 4 bits. Okay, and with these 4 bits, if I want to represent my numbers um, like okay, I will write all the possible combinations with these numbers. So all the possible combinations are 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 Meanwhile, if you are having any doubt, you can ask. No, no. Okay. So this is basically if I talk about 4-bit representation, these are the or all possible combinations. Okay. So with these combinations, straight line. With these combinations, I can represent numbers from 0 to 15 in decimal number system. So if I talk about decimal number system, this first is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and this one is 15. Okay, so this one is my decimal number system, unsigned number system. Okay, so this is my unsigned number system. Now what I want to divide this whole 4-bit number, because with the help of 4 bits, I can't give any new number, because all the possible combinations of 0 and 1 are there in this seed. Okay, you can't say any new number which is there, which is not there in this seed. So these are all 16 combinations with the 4 bits. Okay, but suppose you have only 4 bits for designing your number system, and in your number system you have positive numbers also, you have negative numbers also. Okay, if you talk about positive numbers only, you can design the whole system in a way that these 4 bits can be represented with a number from 0 to 15. But if suppose you want to represent negative numbers also, okay, so what you can do, you can represent with the signed magnitude representation. So if you take this first bit as a signed number, so all these numbers are positive, all these numbers are positive. Okay, and if you take first bit as a 1, all these numbers are by default negative, because you are talking about signed magnitude representation. Okay, so if you talk about signed magnitude representation, this is the way you are categorizing your positive numbers and negative numbers in the two parts. So if you write this is 0, okay, because all the corresponding numbers are 0, 0, 0, and that is plus 0. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7. Okay, and again, if you write this number, this is minus 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, 6, 7. And after writing this table, you can see clearly that there are two zeros. One is plus 0, another is minus 0. Okay. And suppose you are writing some code and you are instructing to machine about like 0, and in most of the cases 0 is the most used bit. Okay, and you are treating both as a equally, like you are treating plus 0 also as a 0, you are treating minus 0 as also as a 0. So basically what you are doing, you are wasting a pair of 4 bits, pair of 4 bits for assigning a single number. Okay, you are assigning 0, 0, 0, 0 also as a 0, and you are assigning 1, 0, 0, 0 also as a 0. Okay, so this is the basic flaw, and you need to write some lines separately. Okay, this number, if I am receiving or I am sending this number also, it is acting as a 0. If I am receiving this number also, it is acting as a 0, and it will decrease your bandwidth capability. All other things will get affected. Okay, so to remove this problem, basically first we will talk about the first complement representation. Okay, so your number is 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, if you are saying that okay, this is your plus 0, this is your plus 0. Okay, so whenever you take the first complement of plus 0, first complement of plus 0, you will end up with a minus 0. Okay, so if you are saying 0, 0, 0, 0 as a plus 0, the first complement is 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is minus 0. Okay, if you are saying this one is a plus 1, you will complement that one, you will get minus 1. If you are saying this one is a plus 2, you will complement, you will get as a minus 2. If you are saying this is a plus 3, you will complement that one, and you will end up with minus 3. If you are saying this plus 4, minus 4. If this one is plus 5, this one is minus 5. This one is plus 6, this one is minus 6, plus 7, and this one is minus 7. Okay, so everything is fine, but we are having the same problem. Same problem is, again, we are doing the same thing. We are assigning two different numbers. One is this, one is this, for the same value, that is plus 0 or 0 or minus 0. Okay, so if we talk about 2's complement method, okay, if we talk about 2's complement method, now this is let's talk about 2's complement method. So if I say 0, 0, 0, 0 is plus 0, okay, so this is my plus 0. And if I say this one is plus 1, this one is plus 2, this one is plus 3, okay, so I need to take the 2's complement of all the numbers. Okay, so 2's complement, if I take the 2's complement of this one, what is the 2's complement method? 2 to power m means 2 to the power 4 minus 0, 0, 0, 0. 2 to the power 4 is basically 1, 0, 0, 0. When you subtract this number, you will end up with 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, and I have only, like, my system is supporting only 4-bit, so automatically you discard this one. And after taking the 2's complement of 0, 0, 0 in the 4-bit, you will end up with 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so means this is, if I am taking this as a 0 plus 0, so after taking 2's complement also I am getting at the same number, and this one is also. plus 0. So no need to distinguish any other number with the plus 0. If I am taking 0, 0, 0, 1 as a plus 1, okay. If I take the 2's complement of this one, this is one, first one, and this is 1, 1, 1, 1. If you take 2's complement of this, you will get all 1. So if you take plus 1 here, your minus will be at minus 1 will be at this location. Okay. Similarly, if you take if you take 2's complement of plus 2 is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. If you take 2's complement of this one, it will become 0, 1, 1, 1. And you can see 0, 1, 1, 1 is here, 1, 1, 1, 0 is here. So that is minus 2. If you take this plus 3 and if you do 2's complement, this is minus 3. If you take this plus 4, plus 5, this will become minus 4, this will become minus 5. If you take this one as plus 6, it will become minus 6. If you take this one as plus 7, it will become minus 7. Okay. And we will end up with one number. So we will, since we are ending with one number, so either we can give it as a plus 8 or minus 8. Okay, it's choice. Because this first digit is 1, we are giving it as a minus 8, so that we can conclude one more thing, that whenever my first digit is 0, I am getting positive number in 2's complement format. Whenever my first digit is 1, I am getting negative number in 2's complement, and nothing is overlapping. Means I am getting plus 0 for only one number. There is no minus 0, and all the numbers are identical. There is no overlapping. Okay, that's why this is the main reason I'm using 2's complement representation in most of the cases. Okay, so this is the reason why you are dealing with all those complements. Okay, you are dealing with these complements because you need to understand all those things, because before going into application part, the application part is, if you are having any numbers, any limitation with bits, and in within that bits, what you need to do for any mathematical operations, you need to give some representation to positive number system, some representations to negative number system, on the basis of um, uh, like you need to take decision on the basis of what things you represent your positive numbers and negative numbers in the binary representation. So if you represent with a sign magnitude representation, then there is an overlapping. If you represent with a one's complement representation, there is an overlapping. But if you represent this system with a two's complement representation, there is no overlapping. And you can efficiently interpret by seeing the first bit also, and you can easily recognize whether it is a which type of number it is, if I represent all the number in two's complement representation for sign numbers. Okay, so is that clear? If it is clear, write yes in the chat box. If you are having any doubt, you can ask. You can again tell you minus 8 into complement. Okay, minus 8 into 2's complement. Okay, after like plus 7 and minus 7, we end up with one single number. Okay, 1 0 0 0. This is one single number we end up. Okay, so when like scientists or researchers, they were representing these numbers with a signed value. So what they thought is, like, this last number, either we can represent with plus 8 and minus 8, because these are the two options, either plus 8 or minus 8. But since my first bit is 1, it's better to say this whole number as a -8 because it will be common then. Okay, if anything happened to a system, if system is receiving any error, we can identify that error easily because of this point. All the numbers starting with ones in the sign magnitude representation, they are negative. All the numbers starting with 0 in a sign magnitude representation, they are positive. So with that reason, this 1000 is represented with -8. So is that clear now? Okay, if it is clear, we will take some examples on the same thing, and we will go in the on the deeper side of signed representation in the next class. Okay, and your next class is like tomorrow. Tomorrow one extra class is there. CR, where is CR? CR can unmute. CR of both EC and CSE can unmute themselves. Okay, so I'm saying like I will take one extra class tomorrow evening time. That is not tomorrow, on the Sunday. Okay, Sunday 11 to 12 a.m. Is that okay for everyone? Okay, so that is okay. Okay, so Sunday 11 from 11 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. Okay, 1.5 hour class will be there. So remember this one. And if any of your colleague is not there in class, so just forward this message to him also, him or her. So one doubt is there, why we are representing our number system in ones and twos complement only? Okay, so I can understand this doubt. That the doubt is we can represent in threes complement, fours complement, fives complement, so on also. Okay, so the thing is you are dealing with a binary number system. Okay, you are dealing with a binary number system. Okay, maximum your value of R is 2. Either in binary number system is a 2's complement, okay, or 1's complement. Okay, so mainly this is the minimum value of R which we are studying. Maximum value of R can be anything. Okay, this is the minimum value of R which can like having which is having two numbers only. One is 0 and one is 1. That's why we are taking consider of only two things, R's complement and R minus 1 complement. Okay, if we talk all the R minus 3 2 complement, R minus 5 complement, then those complement will be invalid for binary system.